Under the name Speedy Guss, we put together a number of services with which we can produce tribo-optimized parts for your application very quickly, within a few days, whether as a prototype or in small volumes. Let's start with the quickest service. That's the 3D printing service. In the 3D printing service, plastic parts are produced from a powder or a filament in a direct printing process. Various materials are available for the FDM and SLS processes. This procedure guarantees the quickest delivery times. The step file is processed, the part is printed overnight, and usually an individual part can be sent the next day. The next process is called Speedy Cut. Here the final part is machined from our bar stock. This can be either a round rod, a tube or a plate. Here we have the advantage that we have a much greater variety of materials. More or less all Iglidor materials are available as bar stock. I can do that for much larger parts and still produce economically. I have a greater influence on the precision of these parts. Depending on the number of pieces and the complexity of the part, it takes between 3 and 10 days. The next process is print to mold. Here we come back to the printing process. The parts are produced directly here. Now we take an intermediate step and print the molding tool from plastic. That is, print the tool from which we will later produce an injection molded part. There's advantage here again. For the injection molding material, I have a larger variety of materials to choose from. All Iglidor materials are available and can be injection molded in various geometries. It takes us 1 or 2 days to print the mold and another 1 or 2 days to make the parts through injection molding. So usually the fastest delivery times are just under a week. The next process is alumold. Here basically the same thing is done, but the part is printed from an aluminium powder. For example, this insert is made from such an aluminium powder, but has the advantage that we can obtain a slightly larger quantity from these tools and of course also have slightly higher freedom in terms of temperature. Another advantage is that instead of printing, we can also do this mechanically, that is, by milling from an aluminium block. And then we can also increase the size envelope significantly, and we can positively influence the precision. For this process we need at least 1 week to 10 days, whereas here this works within a few days. Every part supplied to you by Guss when using SpeedyFit can be fitted either in a housing or in another part. So, those are our Speedy Guss services. All our services together, the quick processing and completion of the parts, is achieved because there's an employee who will accompany your parts from the receipt of order up to the delivery.